Within this lecture, we're going to learn how to change our DNS servers in Kali Linux. And in order to do that, I'm going to first show you how to get our current status of DNS. Maybe you remember that we use cat command to get the contents of a file. So I'm going to cat this file, etc.resolve.conf. You have to exactly write like this, etc.resolve.conf, and it gives you the current DNS server in your Kali machine. As you can see, it says name server 192.168.1.1. And we're going to change some file, and after that we're going to run this cat command once more in order to understand whether it's changed or not. But bear in mind that it won't always work. Sometimes when you change the DNS address, it won't get effective immediately, but rather it gets effective after you introduce VPN to the system. I know it's a little bit complicated, but don't worry about it. I'm going to show you one step at a time. So in this first step, we're going to change our DNS inside of Kali Linux. In order to do that, we're going to change a file, and in order to change this file, we are using a command called nano. So nano is actually something like livepad, okay? It allows us to edit files. It's kind of a livepad, but it has some other features as well. So follow me by writing this nano etc dhcp dhclient.conf, and it has to be exact again, nano space etc dhcp dhclient.conf. If you write this wrong, then it won't open it. Okay, it has to be exactly like same in here. And we're using nano, and we're using nano to edit this file. As you can see now, I see the content of etc dhcp dhclient.conf. So this is a configuration file for our DH client. We can change this configuration in order to change our name servers. So you can use arrows right now in order to move around this nano editor. As you can see, as I press down, it goes down. As I press up, it goes up. And I'm looking for a line starting with prepend. Like here, prepend domain name servers 127.0.0.1. First, you have to delete this hash here. It means that this is a command and it won't get run unless you delete it. Don't forget to delete this hash. After you delete, it will start to get run once we save this file. So after this domain name servers, we're going to add some new values here. So I'm pressing shift, or you can go to the end of this file and delete everything, but there is a semicolon at the end. You must not delete it, okay? You have to delete only the 127.0.0.1 thing. And right now, I'm going to find some new DNS servers. In order to do that, I'm going to use old friend Google. So open the Safari and search for DNS servers, okay? I'm going to search for free open DNS servers because there are some paid DNS servers as well, but I'm looking for a free one. So if you do this, let me close this pop-up windows from here, okay? And as you can see, we have a lot of options in here. There is a public DNS server list, there is an open DNS, best free public DNS servers. There are a lot of options. And let me choose one and try them, right? Let me click on this open DNS. And after that, let me maximize these windows so we can see it better. And actually it says me change to English. I believe it's made this query in another language. So let me go to OpenDNS one more time to see some results. And maybe it got your attention that we already have some results in here, like Google DNS, DNS Watch, and others as well. But let me go into this website and see the whole list so we can search, we can select from one another. So let me scroll down and try to find some new DNS servers for me. As you can see, now we have some results, we have some providers, and we have some primary DNS servers. So I'm going to use them and I'm going to just try them. Of course, I can change anytime I want, right? If they're not active, I can change. And I can use up to 3 DNS servers at one time. So I'm going to actually include 3 of them. It will be more effective. So if one doesn't work, the system will go for another automatically. So copy it with Ctrl+C and come here and paste it with Ctrl+V, or just right-clicking in here, and you have to add a comma after this and leave one space. You can then copy the another one, okay, this very sign one, and go to root curly again and paste it, and add one more comma and one more space. And I'm going to copy this Google thing, and this Google thing has been active for like years, so you can safely use it anytime. So we now added 3 DNS servers. Now we have to write out, so you have to click Ctrl and O, and it will ask you to hit enter. After you hit enter, you can go out of this nano editor with Ctrl+X, okay? So after you hit Ctrl+X, now we managed to change this dhclient.conf. So in order to test this, I'm going to say service network manager, okay, and restart. So this will restart my internet connection. Whenever you got stuck at a point that you're not connecting to the internet or something, you may try to reboot your computer, or you may try this command, service network manager restart. Now I'm going to cat this etcresolve.conf to see if my configuration has been really changed. Now as you can see, I have my new DNS servers in here. But as I mentioned before, if you don't see these name servers, don't worry, it will come after you introduce the VPN like we do in the next lecture. But if you see them, it means that these name servers are now changed, and the system will try this one, and it fails, it will go to the second one, and it fails, it will go to the third one. So we have a good, safe DNS setup right now. And of course, we have to test this to see if we really have the internet connection right now. In order to do that, I'm going to just ping google.com to see if we get a response back. As you can see, now I have a response back. So we can stop here, and within the next lecture, we're going to see how to change our public IP with VPN usage.